everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dudu Tsubani, and I'm back. I know it has been a long 2 weeks without me putting in any video, but I have been sick. My kids have been sick, and I've just been recovering, and I am back. I'm feeling much better, and I'm able to record again and be with you. I hope you guys are good, and to those who have been subscribing to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing. And to those who are here, who are liking, who are watching every time I put up a video, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And today I'm just gonna hit it right on this. Wait, before we go there, before I hit it on the spot, before we go there, if you don't know, I have my music called This Season. It's an album I've had for quite a while now. I'm overdue for a new one. It is gonna come when it comes, but for now, listen to my album if you have not. It's right here available on the YouTube channel. There is even a music video here on my YouTube channel, and in all other digital platforms. You can get it on Spotify, you can get it on Apple Music, and any other platforms that have music and selling music. Please go there and listen to my album and be blessed as you do it. So today I'll be talking to Omakoti, dear new wife, dear Makoti, dear future wife, I am here for you. Dear young bride, I am here for you. So I'm gonna tell you my story because I get a lot of DMs from my sisters in the social media. Some I know, some I don't even know, but I get a lot of questions and they ask me, why did you get married? How is the marriage going? I want to be married someday. I want to be a wife someday, but I'm scared. And how do you do it? You make it look all, glamorous. You make it look nice. You make it look easy. Child, it is not. I'll tell you that today for a fact. Being a wife is not easy, but it's so beautiful. It is quite a beautiful journey that I'm going to share with you today. I got married when I was 22. 22, young Dudu, she got married. So before getting married, I actually knew that I wanted to be married. I knew that one day I want God to bless me with marriage. And I prayed about it. I plead my case to God to say, God, I want to be married. This is the man I want. I want a man without kids. I want a man who loves and fears you. I want a man who will be fully committed to this marriage. I want a man who will adore me and love me the way I am. I want a man that I will grow with. I had this list and it was specific because I remember we were from, a conference where, the whole preaching around it was, be specific with the things that you want from God. And I was so specific with my prayers, and I literally went down to from height, because I used to get boyfriends who were shorter than me, and it used to bother me because then when you were tall as a lady and the man is short, it was the society looked at it in a hoo-ha way. And also I'm tall and I love my heels. I do not compromise when it comes to my heels. So I really wanted someone who's tall. I wanted to experience that, my man, this is my man, I look at him like this kind of vibes, So I prayed for it and I told God that, God, I want a tall man, a handsome man, a young man. I wanted someone that I will grow with in the marriage. I was really specifics to details. I wanted someone who loves the Lord, who fears God, who is family orientated. And this was driven because growing up, my mom is not married, and I never gotten a chance to be in, a family setup where there is a mom, a dad, and the kids. I longed for that. And I think my church inspired me so much. I'm from Apostolic Faith Mission in Naledi in Soweto. It is a family-orientated church. And there were different families, the mom, the dad, the kids, the mom, the dad. I was the only one not the only one. I knew there were other kids who were at church who did not have their parents there, or who had one parent there in the church. But with me, it was a different case. I was just literally the only child, the only person from my family who was attending church. So I didn't even have siblings attending church or my mom attending the same church. My mom was going on another church. Okay, so this is me inspired seeing, the different families, there represented, serving God together, praying together, the kids grow. It's just really beautiful. And I really wanted that for myself. And I remember praying about it. I had the specifics and I prayed, and it just left it there with God to say, God, you will do your thing. I don't know when, how, but my heart is set on this. And I remember I then was in a relationship, and it was not working out. Okay. So the relationship did not work out at the time. And when I met my husband, literally, I met him on the day when I broke up with the guy that I was with. And I met him, and it was like, oh, okay, there's a guy. But he was pretty handsome. But at the time, I was heartbroken. I was going through it all, girl. You know what? So there he is going. Long story short, he found me, and he found me on Facebook. What is it? Is it DM still on Facebook? I don't know what you call it, or what we used to call it then. He sent me a message on Facebook, and trust me, after that we set it on fire. We went out, we started dating. A lot of people were not for it, but who cares? We were in it because we really, 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 really liked each other. You know what? We did not listen to nobody. What we know, we were in love. We wanted to try this thing out, and we were ready to just commit to each other. I mean, it's a new relationship. New relationships, I love them, Mina. It's just because it's like a house on fire. You're going out and getting to know each other. It's just beautiful. And my husband proposed just within that relationship period. And trust me, we met in January, and he proposed, I think it was in January, February, March. He was like, he made his intentions clear from the beginning that, you know what, I want to make you my wife. And I was like, child, he's playing. He just wants, because who wants to get married to you after 2 months of knowing you? Marriage, like, but I was like, oh, okay. I didn't, because I knew what I prayed for, right? So I was like, I'm not going to be excited about this whole thing. Let me just, see where all this leads to. And if he's serious, he's going to make his move. But I'm not going to, put my hopes really high. But I'm going to pray harder. And I really liked him. It felt really good. Like, it felt right to be with him. It felt like this is the guy I've always been waiting for. Like, I don't know if you get it. Like, he was the one. I just knew it, And he then, told me, my mom, hey, my mom wants to see you. She wants to meet you. I've already met the sister. So like, mom, I'm like, okay. Like, yeah, I'm really serious about this marriage thing. So my mom wants to meet you. I met the mom. Mom told me that, hey, my son is telling me that he met this girl. So I wanted to see the girl for myself, and you know what, see Uguti, is this the Makoti? I'm like, so the guy is serious. Like, mom was like, I'm giving you my blessings. You guys can go ahead with this marriage. And I thought, oh, dude is serious. Next thing, letter, sent it home. The rest is history. We got married in August. We met in January. In August, we were getting married of the same year, 2020. I'll never remember the day. We got married, and everyone was like, it's never gonna last. They said all the things you can ever imagine. Even those that I thought they were my friends, they went on, telling me how my marriage was not gonna work. It's just a 2 minutes thing. They're giving me 2 months. They said it all. And I remember praying, and I said to God, if not for anything, if really this marriage was supposed to end in 2 months. Just because you are God, just because you are there, can you just give us years and years and years of grace in this marriage? And ungajabulisi izitha ngami, because I'm your child. I knew whose I am, and I knew that I prayed for this. I prayed for my marriage. So you cannot come and tell me you're giving me 2 months. Who are you? Anyway, 13 years later, we are still here. You know, God has been so good. God has been the center of our marriage. And yeah, this is me just telling you that it is possible if you are in a relationship and your man wants to propose. It's possible if you are both determined and you both want to be in marriage and build a life together. It is possible. And it's, 20, some people date for 20 years, they get married. Some they date for 2 years, they get married. 1 year, they get married. Some they date for years, but they never get married. And some get married within like 6 months and they're married. And that's what happened to myself and my husband. And we're still married, and we got to date within the marriage. There was no going back. Where I was angry, I'm like, oh, there's no going back, because why? Now I'm married. Now it's a full-time commitment. I can't pick up and go. I need to fix it kind of vibe. And that was beautiful, because it really pushed us to learn to be committed. If we said we wanted something, because we have committed to the Lord, and to say this is what we want, we vowed in front of the church, God, we made vows to ourselves to say we want to be married. So there was no going back kind of situation where if I feel like I'm tired, I'm gonna pack up, or if I feel like he makes me mad, I'm gonna pack up. No, I can't pack up. I can't go. We can't go. We need to sit. We need to solve it. We need to find a solution and move on with our marriage. So today I'm gonna tell you, share with you. I think it's more of a story just to help you also as a young bride, just to get you there, because it can be scary, especially after you're married. Everyone is gone and it's just you and your husband. Now you need to figure life out. Now you're a wife. You're no longer a girlfriend. You need to start changing how you think. So let's start there. The mindset shift, and how do you shift it from changing gear, lokuthi now I'm a girlfriend and now I'm a wife. It's not really I'm a Giyashija that much, but you know what? You still change it. You still change it, even though you're still a girlfriend within that marriage, because we are forever a girlfriend. But ukwenza kwakho, it's a very different. The mindset of moving from being a girlfriend to now being a wife. Firstly, you know yourself. You've got friends. I think you've got friends who are not married, because you're still, all of you are still young. I mean, I had that, I have friends, and my friends are not married at the time, and they don't have kids at the time. We were like, living our lives, and now I'm married, and what now, and because, you have different friends, you have these friends this side, you have those friends that side, and I had some of my friends who had been married before, and you know what, it was good because I could see them with their families, and it was beautiful. And but you still have the single friends. So with the single friends, that's when it gets tricky, because firstly, the habits that you have of you now going out at night, with your friends, and sleeping over. I used to love sleeping over at my friend's place. I used to love sleeping over at Brenda's place. We would sleep over. I'll stay there for a week, and now moving from no longer sleeping over, now I'm a wife, and it was really difficult to just shift from that, to just know that my priorities have now changed, my responsibilities have now changed. But I was really blessed with friends that, what, they understood, the friends that were like, we are for you, we support you, we understand also that you cannot be with us as much as you were before. And even with me, I had to learn, I had to teach myself to be disciplined, to say, now I'm married, now I need to form a friendship with my husband. I need to, if it means you need to shut the doors of some doors, some friendships, or you're not really shutting them forever, but just giving some things a pause, give them a pause. I'm telling you, it is for a good benefit that is going to benefit you and your husband. Just give those things a pause. Those friendships, if they are true friends, trust me, they will understand and they will support you. You're not giving them a pause in terms of now you're no longer seeing them, but I'm just saying in terms of seeing them all the time, doing things together. Because us girls, we do things together, we are there. Now you have this friend, you need to know this man. And with me, I needed to know him. We needed to know each other. We needed to find our vibe on what do we like together, build those things. And it takes time, it takes commitment, it takes you sacrificing, and being with each other, 24/7 and learning each other and doing things together. That's the only way you will get to know each other. So after work, you planning those date nights. I'm saying we used to, because literally we used to, because life has changed. We used to have our Wednesday date nights where without fail we are going to watch a movie on a Wednesday. We're going out, it's a movie night. On a Friday we're going out, and just to know and understand each other, shopping, and literally it took us doing things together so much for us to build that friendship part with my husband. Because had we not do it, we would still be disjointed, where I really don't understand him, I really don't know him, but we spent a lot of time together, going everywhere together, shopping. If I'm going to shopping, we're buying bread, we literally were everywhere together. And it was that vibe where friendship was formed with me and him. So it means we need to shut those doors shut. Another part is within the friendship, I had friends who were, guys, especially because I'm in the music industry. I have friends who are males and they're my brothers, and I spend time with them because we travel together, we are everywhere together, we're doing music together, and we working together. So I'm used to that. This is my brother, this is that. But when you have a husband now, it's a different case, because remember, this person is coming in your life as your man now, and trust me, they have their egos, they have, they have their jealousy. And I had to deal with that in the beginning of my marriage, where he did not understand why am I spending time with these guys, and why am I so close? Why am I hugging them so much? Why am I holding them this way? And for me, it really didn't matter. I'm like, he's my brother, he's like, we work with him, and but for him, he did not understand, because remember, it's the two cultures that are coming together to form one culture now. And he was culture shocked, because he was like, so you guys hold each other this way. And mind you, I also had friends who were gay. And I also had friends who were gay. And he's like, okay, so you change in front of them, all those things. And I had to literally, in the beginning, because he did not understand. And I also was like, dude, like, they're my friends. But I actually took a pause, and I had to just breathe and like, okay, I understand where he's coming from. I need to make him feel, at ease, because these are my people, and I'm not gonna dish them because now I'm married, and they're really quite good people. It's just that he is afraid also, he is shocked also, he doesn't know how things are working, because he has never been exposed to such, and it's our first time getting married. We've never been married before. We're young, and I had to let him in my world, where I tell him to say, these are my friends, spend time with him and my friends, so that he understands this brotherhood I'm talking about, especially because I grew up being the only child at home until my sister joined in quite late. And I had brothers in the music industry. I still have brothers in the music industry. And for me, that was my space where I'm like, this is my brother, this is my brother. And he did not understand. So I had to let him in. I had to also be in his shoes and understand that, you know what, he doesn't know. And if for this thing to work, I need to literally bring him in for him to know, my friends, my brothers, and just in one space, spend time with him. If I'm going to the shows, go with him. If we're having a braai, allow him there to be in, not just drop me off and go. And it worked out because he then got to meet everyone, and it really, 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 really worked out. And he really, loosened up, and he really understands. So you need to befriend if you really want things to work. Don't be adamant in, no, this is the way I'm doing things, and no, be open to the fact that the other person, you need to bring them along. It's the two worlds coming together. So you need to be gentle, and you need to find the grace. And the more you pray about also these things, it's easier. The more you have people who have walked the journey, it's much easier. You have people that have walked before you. That's how I literally got to just work into the marriage, especially the friendship part. And also knowing that there are boundaries now. As much as they are my brothers, as much as they are my male friends, but now I'm married. Now I need to behave in a certain way. Now I need to, I can't be as, I don't want to use the word loose, but I can't be as casual as I was before I was married than now. Now I'm married. I need to respect myself in that way. Me respecting myself, me doing certain things in a respectable manner, it allows them also to approach me in that manner of, now she's married. Remember, we're all young, and it's easy to lose it where you just, "Uba unkosikazi womuntu nje kanjalo kanjalo." But it also you also need to treat yourself in a certain way. Not that you're changing, but you literally, now upholding the fact that you are someone's wife. Now you are married. Now there's a respect that comes with, the title that now you're somebody's wife. I can't call you at the odd hours or send you messages, because you are setting boundaries. So it went there, where you need to set boundaries for yourself, also in honor of your partner, in honor of your spouse, because you are putting the respect into your marriage so that people are able to respect your marriage. So that is quite important. I will tell you, it is really beautiful in the beginning of the marriage. You're doing all sorts of things together. You're going out, you're doing this, and do them. I'm going to tell you, do them. Go out on those dates. If you're not having children as yet, go out as much as possible. If it's you going out to enjoy music, to the concerts, to the movies, to, the trips, to everywhere, do whatever that you want to do with your man now, because there will come a time in your marriage. Remember, the marriage, it's not the same. It's not. It goes, it's just like life. It's not the same. There comes a time where the priorities are shifting, and you won't be able to do things as much as you were doing them before. Why? For an example, you now have kids. You now have, the career change, where now you are now, building your career. One person is building their career, and they're committed into building the career. Now, meaning certain things that you used to do before, you won't be able to do because it is that time, it's focused on a specific thing in your life. So in the beginning, baby girl, go out, have fun as much as possible. Pray together. Praying together, it's literally the core. It is the pillar. It is the main thing in your marriage that you need to do. Pray together as husband and wife. Begin that habit. It is a habit that will sustain your marriage, sustain you as a person. Build that culture where you guys pray together. Find time, plan it to say if it's 12 o'clock, you guys are praying together. If it's going to church, you can't be going to your church because you like your church and he's going to his church and then you come back on a Sunday. No, it can't happen. You have to go to the same church together. So you literally need to be one, like in everything. Be one. Go to the same church together and pray together. It is so important to pray together. Be vulnerable. I mean, I think prayer is a space where you become vulnerable to God, because that's where you're most sincere. You can't be going, modest, because when the Holy Spirit catches you, and you just need to let go and allow God to deal and work within you and speak to you during the prayer. So it's you being open, it's you being vulnerable. So you need to do it with someone that you love. And yes, some days you'll be praying alone, but make it a habit to pray together. Have time where you are praying together as a family. When the kids now are there, make sure that you also are teaching them the same culture, but it starts with the two of you building that culture. Taking care of yourself. When you are married, some people start not taking care of, especially the ladies, where because now you got the man, you got the ring, now you're no longer taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself. If it's you looking good, because remember, the man got married to you because of the way you look, the way you present yourself, the way you follow your dreams, the way you chase after your goals and your dreams. And he fell in love with all of that. And now you can't let go and relax because now you're married. No, still do them, because those things, they turn him on. Those things, they put the spark in your marriage. The more he sees you being the woman that he got married, and get better at it. Get better at yourself. Work at yourself. Work on yourself, where you look good. You know what? You go after your dreams. You dream even bigger and stronger, and you don't stop just because you're married now. It's a wrap. No, put on the makeup, look good, go out and have fun. And I know the seasons are not the same. I'm not saying you're gonna have to put makeup every day. I don't look like this every day. Trust me. I probably put makeup when I'm going somewhere. When I'm home, there's no makeup. I'm just as raw as possible. And some days when I'm going anyway, I'm just going the way I am. But I still look, good in me being raw. I don't just look nje kuthiwa Nkosi yami, but some days kuthiwa Nkosi yami. Some days kuthiwa. But I'm just saying, still look good, especially when you're going out with your man. Represent your boo, represent your man, represent your baby. What kuthiwe unkosikazi kaSiphiwe, and then uqhamuke kuthiwa unkosikazi. Now you're like, uSiphiwe naye bafeel proud ukuthi hayi inkomo zami zila, kungathiwa nje umbula kembezo, cha takagogo. So make sure that you really do take care of yourself. You don't, right, you're young and you have your, I do things my way, I you need to submit to your husband. That's what the Bible says. It says, wife, submit, men, love. So you need to submit to your husband. Submission, it does not mean that when you're submitting to your man, you're literally sleeping on the floor and you're allowing him to walk all over you. No, submitting to your husband is one part of you respecting your husband, you listening to your husband, you valuing him, you allowing him to lead you as a family, giving him that title of him being the man, and honoring him, also cooking for him, taking care of him, taking care of your household. It does not mean, when I say taking care of your household, literally you have to clean, cook, iron, wash, and do all those things. But you could, find a helper, but make sure that the house is in order. And one person will come and argue with me and say, no, but but the true essence of you being the wife. I know now we are in 21st century, and we have, at my 20, my 2000, they're doing things the way they want to do it. It's fine, let them do it. But you as a wife, you as a Proverbs 31 wife, you need to honor your man, love your man, respect your man. And the more it also comes from him loving you. I think if your man is loving you and your man is there for you, your man is putting you first, it is therefore easy for you to submit, for you to love, for you to take care, for you to nurture. Because us as females, as women, we are, nurturing is our, it's in us. We are nurturers. We love to nurture. We love to take care of people. It's just within us to love, to carry, to care for someone, to care too much for something. So care for your man, love them. If, for an example, as much as you're going to be having a helper, there are certain things that your man loves them in this specific way. So make sure that they are done in that specific way. Don't leave everything to the helper to say, oh, Aunt Ukon, Aunt Uzokwenza. For an example, I cook for my man because he loves my cooking. He fell in love with my cooking. And that for him, when I cook for him, he loves it. He looks forward to coming home to the food that is cooked by me. So I can't then pass that, cooking now to auntie, for auntie to cook for my man. No matter how auntie could be a chef for all I care, but I can't. Why? Because it's it's a thing that my husband loves, and he loves it when I am the one giving it to him. You understand? I need to cook for him. So I'm not saying you need to cook. If you can't cook, obviously it's understandable. But I'm just saying, I'm making an example with myself and the things that my husband loves. So if it's the way he likes his shirt ironed, he likes it when you iron them, iron them. And I know you're not going to iron them all the time. Therefore, teach auntie how to iron your man's shirts. Makes sense. And then, so that when you're not there, auntie can iron, and you can monitor that, and you make sure that it's available for your man. The socks are available. He's not like wandering around looking for his things, or you like passing it to aunt, do aunt, do aunt, do aunt. No, 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 no. As a wife, have control over your family. Make sure you are on top of your game. As much as you are delegating things around, because there's a lot of things that we are doing, make sure that you are on top of it. If auntie ironed, make sure that she didn't bang your man's shirt, because those are the things that will make you fight. And also, don't allow anything, small things, to make you guys fight. Find the solution around. Be solution orientated. Together, sit down, find a solution, so that you don't fight about the same thing, especially like dishes. Dishes is literally a massive problem in your marriage, and it makes you fight. I mean, you can't be fighting for dishes. Buy a dishwasher. Problem solved. So find solutions that will make your marriage easy, and you still are in love within the marriage. I love taking care of my family. I could cook, clean. Ironing is a problem. I don't like ironing. Don't give me ironing. I can iron. I know how to iron, but I don't love to iron. Like, it's not something that I wake up and like, I want to iron. No, I don't. And it started from back then when I was still home. Even my mom knows that when it comes to ironing, this girl will not iron anything of yours. I will iron it if it's one item and we are going, I'm going to iron it. But if you're giving me a load of washing that I need to iron, I iron though. If I'm not a choice, I will do the ironing. But it's not my thing. So I literally would find someone who iron my clothes, and peace and order is restored, and there's peace. There's no one fighting on I need to iron because I'm not gonna iron. Okay, I don't like to iron. And when it comes to me, if something I can't do, I delegate it to somebody else and I'll pay for it. If I have money, if I don't have money, you'll find me with the ironing board ironing because I don't have the money. But with me, if that chore I feel this one, I'm not on it and I know my husband won't do it, we find a solution very quick so that we don't find ourselves fighting over that particular thing. Delegation, when you have the helper, don't allow your helper to carry your man's underwear. See. No, Dagama, you can't allow your helper to be hanging your man's underwears. Don't do it. No, you can't. No. You take the underwears in the morning, take them out from the bathroom, go hang them out in the sun, let them dry, bring them in the house. But you can't allow auntie to be washing your men's underwears. Like there's certain things as young brides that we need to be on top of our games with. That particular one, the husband washed their underwears, you take the underwears, you hang them. If you guys wash them with the washing machine, be the one doing the washing or taking them out and putting them there. But you can't let the next person do that. Even with your own underwears, I think you need to be responsible for your underwears. So that one is a no. No, it's quite a very, I think it's a long topic, but one last thing that I want to share. I think I'll keep revisiting this topic, but one last thing I want to share is this part, where when you are married and you're still fresh within the marriage, it's still your first year, there's a mistake that a lot of couples, wives tend to do where you compare your marriage with somebody else's marriage. You can't compare your marriage with somebody else's marriage. It's like comparing your life with somebody else's life. You really cannot, because one, you'll be comparing yourself with people who have been married for 10 years and you just only are married for 1 year or 6 months. Now you see those people who are married for 10 years, they have this house. I'm going to make an example. They have this house, they've built this house, they have all sorts of things that they've accomplished, and you want that straight away. First year in marriage, you're putting the pressure, baby, I want this. It's still the first year. And if you are married to someone where you are building together, building takes time. If you're building a house, if you've ever built anything, let's make an example with the house. You are firstly, before you even start building, you need to have plans. You need to get someone who is an architect who will come and do the drawings of that particular house that you want to build. And after building, after the drawings, after you approve of the drawings, you need to take the drawings to the municipality, and the municipality will look at the plans and they will then approve. After approving the plans, they will then give you, after you have them, you need to find a contractor or a builder who's going to build this house that you want. You tell them the plans of what you want to build, and give them the plans, and they need to go outsource and find the materials. After finding the material people need to come and deliver the materials. After they've delivered the materials, now it's the, all digging of the foundation. Now you're digging. After digging, they need to put on the cement there to create the foundation, to make the foundation solid. So literally that is before you even put a brick. That is the process. So you cannot compare yourself with people who have been married for years and want to, have you. Yes, you can aspire to have what they have, or to, one day for God to bless you that way. But you can't want it now in the first year say this is what you want. No, you start from, ground up and you build. And that's the beauty of marriage, where you are able to say, year 1 and year 10, the difference. Now you can tell, now you can see God, because also within the years, it comes with, the trials, the tribulation. It comes with all the prayers that you guys are praying, and with God also, shaping you as a couple. So it's not going to be automatic. It's not. You build. If you're building something, you put one brick at the time, one brick at the time. Some buildings take 3 years, some homes take 4 years, because within that process there's a lot of things that will happen. There's a stops and go. You can stop because you no longer have the funds of continuing, or the contractor disappeared. You had to change contractors within that road. So it takes time. Even marriage takes time, and you are not going to be in love all the way. You will fall in and out of love in your marriage. And this is something that people don't understand, because remember, the person that you married now is not the person that you are married to now. The person that I married 2010 is simply not the same person that I'm married to now in 2023. The person that my husband got married to 2010 and the person that I am right now, it's two different people. I've grown. I have, went through transition. I have, now I've found myself. Remember, you're growing as an individual. As much as you're in the marriage, he is growing, you are growing. You are growing, you're finding yourself, you're finding the things that you like. He's growing, he's finding himself, and you are growing within the relationship, also the marriage. And also the way you want to be loved is different, all the time. It keeps changing. I don't know with other people, but with me, some seasons I want to be loved in this particular way. I want this from him, and you only get to receive that if you communicate it, to say, within the season of my life, this is how I want to be loved. Maybe then I never used to like it when you touch me in public, when you kiss me in public, but right now I love to be, for you to hold me in public, for you to kiss me in public. But in this current season, I want to be, held this way. I want to be loved this way. So you communicate often. You communicate. I think communication is the key, and it keeps your marriage, because the more you communicate, the better. Because the person you were then and now is different. And 10 years from now, as you are getting married today, 10 years later, you're not going to be the same person. And within the years, you're progressing, you're changing, you're developing, you're liking certain things. You no longer like certain things. So you need to constantly communicate with your husband. And even with the blessings, God will bless you, but you cannot rush God. You cannot want things from next door to be in your home. You need to understand where you are. You need to grow within the years in your marriage, and that's the beauty of it. And you do you come back and you compare your marriage with your friend's marriage, and you come back and say, "Ooh, Yazutuli, her man did this and that. Ooh, they got the new kitchen. Ooh." No, you can't put the pressure. You need to be content in where you are. If you are still renting, if you're staying in that 2-bedroom apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, stay there. And within time, you do the plans together, you work on yourself, you move from 2 to 3-bedroom, and it's beautiful. You start, you buy your TV together, you buy this together, you buy your first car together. And it's really literally beautiful seeing you growing together, but you cannot compare yourself. The minute you compare yourself, I'm telling you, that is a recipe for disaster. Don't do it. It's not good, sis. Don't even look at it that way. Be content with who you are with your man, because sometimes you get to find the love of your life at the point where they don't have it all. They don't have it all figured out. They're still building themselves. And when you find them, they are not that perfect man that you wanted. You literally make your man to be what you want. Mina, when I found my man, he was wearing a corduroy. He used to wear these corduroy pants. Like, wardrobe was just a disaster. But I looked beyond that because wardrobe I can fix, I can fix. I can take him to the shop when we are shopping together. Like, baby, try this one until he gets his groove and what he likes. Because remember, he's also developing, he's also finding himself. So you're never gonna get like the perfect combo unless really God favored you that much where you find a man who is just exactly blessed you. You are one of the blessed ones. So please, guys, don't compare yourself with other people. You work on it. Things like outfit, you can change that, baby girl. If he stays in a place, it's just, you can change that. You come, you like, babe, no, you buy him a bedding, you buy him a kettle, you buy him the aesthetics that you like, and he starts to see that in you to say, you know what, this one is my one. But you don't just judge him and you're like, ooh, the shoes. Shoes you can buy, darling. You can go buy him shoes and he's aligned, he's back on, he's the guy that you want. That's the beauty about actually growing together and being together. There's pictures you see 10 years ago and now, two different pictures. Put your man together, honey, and he will come out. You put your hope together, let him give you the card, go, you buy the things that you need to buy. So I'm just saying, you build your own home. Do not compare yourself with other people, with other couples. Don't compare. You can admire from the back, pray about it, and dream of what you want for yourself and for your marriage. So I hope this video has helped you a lot. I know it's a lot, Bomakoti, yes, it's a lot, but I'll keep touching base with this dear new bride, because it is quite a long series. We can never finish it today because every day there's a new discovery of who you are. Also, as there's an emotional part of it, there's a sexual part of it that we did not touch, but I promise I'm gonna come back with that video of the emotional and the sexual part, so that you are fully aware of certain things. I'm not saying I know it all, but I'm just sharing from the years of experience that I've been with my husband and what works and how I literally maneuver everything. But anyway, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I wish you all the best of luck in your life. May you have a fantastic week. Remember to like and subscribe, to call your friends, share with your friends, share with the new bride, share with the potential Bomakoti, the fiancés. Please share this video with them. I love you with the love of the Lord.